Hi, and welcome to the first ever episode of Blind Travel Taste Test. What is a blind travel taste test? Well, let me explain. Back in my days of working at a movie theater when I was a teenager, albeit there are a lot of perks to working at a movie theater, but there's a couple of distinct downsides too. One of those being spoilers. You tend to find out a lot about what the films are about before going to actually see them yourself. Ultimately unavoidable when you work at a movie theater. So, I got really tired of spoilers. I ended up sort of making this rule for myself where when I really want to watch a movie, I blind myself to it. Like, I don't watch the trailer, absolutely don't watch the trailer. I try not to look at the poster. If I couldn't read the title, I wouldn't, but I feel like reading the title at least, and maybe the director is somewhat required to want to go see it in the first place. So anyway, the point is I try to go into movies without having seen anything about the movie so that the experience is as director intended. That's exactly what I'm doing with the whole country and, well, specifically the city of Amsterdam. I made it. I am in Amsterdam. I look a little sleepy because I fell asleep for a little while. This is in my Airbnb for the week. It's nothing special. Just a quick little private room that I can live out of while I shoot an absolute butt ton of photography in Amsterdam and do my thing and think and chill and have a vacation. That's why I'm here. But that's not why you clicked on this video. You probably clicked on this video because you're interested in the city of Amsterdam, or maybe you're local to Amsterdam and you just want to laugh at a foreigner, in which case please be kind. Or maybe you're one of my fans and you just want to see what it was like for me, in which case thank you for your patronage. And to those of you who aren't yet fans, press subscribe. Regardless of who you are and why you clicked the video, you're here to learn my unique take on what Amsterdam was like. And that's as a first-time solo traveler. That is to say, I've never traveled anywhere by myself before, only with friends and family. Hoping that perspective is interesting, and throughout the video I'll try to give you not only an objective take on what I did and had fun doing in the city of Amsterdam, but also how I felt while I was there, because no spoilers, but I think I found a piece of myself while traveling overseas. Stay tuned. Day 2, I woke up at 3 p.m., still jet lagged. Just exploring the center right now. I took a metro into the center and just checking it out. So it's great that I'm in Amsterdam and all, but like, what's the goal here? I asked myself that a lot as I was working on this video while in Amsterdam. I even tried to set myself a couple goals. I eventually slowly gave up on this idea. It did hit me near the end of the trip that there actually was a goal. I set it myself to find myself a little bit, right? I needed a solo vacation. This was a very experimental trip. Of course, the goal then is to discover something. What did I discover? I'm gonna have to tell you a few stories about my trip first before I can explain what happens.
You're selecting people, otherwise you're not wasting your time with people.
The thing is that I'm not looking for anything.
Okay.
That's the thing, you know. If something appears, that's great. But I'm not like the biggest loves of my life. I've met them without wanting to meet them, and that's fine as well. Yeah.
Alright, so last night I was out at a coffee shop and I met this girl named Alex. She's gonna put on a workshop today, but nobody signed up. And then she mentions to me that she wants to shoot a video. So I'm like, well, I've got all this video equipment with me because I'm shooting a vlog. Can I help? She goes, oh my god, yeah. So I'm about to go meet her in like 10 minutes and shoot some kind of video for her. Sounds like my ideal vacation. So I'll see you there. notice I kind of went straight from starting to explore the city to being involved in people's lives, and I wish I was exaggerating with how quickly that happened. No, actually, I don't wish I was exaggerating. It was really great. I suddenly, on the second night, met this guy named Roberto. This is Roberto. Me and Roberto at Katsu. So I met Katsu is a consumption lounge. It's what Amsterdam calls a coffee shop, which is a cannabis store. But you can sit inside and smoke. So I met Roberto on the second night I was there at a coffee shop, and what had happened was I was trying to buy myself a joint, and I think they didn't take international visa, so I couldn't buy it. The guy was saying like, oh no, we don't take visa, and I was just on my way out, and the joint was on the counter, and Roberto walks in and he goes, hey, you want to smoke that? And I'm like, yeah, I was going to, but I don't have the money. And he goes, oh no, I'll get it for you. Doesn't know me at all. Random stranger walks in and is like, I'm gonna buy you that joint, let's smoke it together. I'm like, okay, great, sounds good. I get to know him a little bit. He's from Italy. But more importantly, the next night, I see him at Katsu. Not the coffee shop I met him at, but Katsu, which I have been to a couple times at this point already. And then I'm just sitting on my own, and I happen to see Roberto at a table with people. And so I go over and say, hey, can I come join you? Hey Roberto, like we met last night. And he's like, yeah. And then I sat down, and that's where I met Alexandra. That's where she said, come shoot this thing with me. And I was like, oh my God, okay, everyone here is so friendly. I'm already integrated right in. Day 4 was a dark day. A dark day means no photos or videos, so I went back to my flat, hung out for a bit, and then went to the massage parlor across the street, and I got myself a nice, relaxing spot massage, much needed for sure, because sometimes as she was like going along my muscles, I was like shuddering, and I was like, oh wow, I haven't had a massage in a long time, so it was very nice. I noticed there are fucking parakeets in the tree. I see these green birds flying around, and I'm like, birds aren't usually green. You get brown, orange, red, yellow. Green is really, it's birds of paradise, right? Green, the only time you find green, they're in like tropical. So I was like, what the hell are these green birds? And I Google it, I'm like, green birds in Amsterdam. They're parakeets. Like the domesticated kind that people keep as pets. I guess enough of them have escaped over the years in this lavish city that they've started to breed and form their own colonies of parakeets around here. That's just wild to me. I've got to go try to get some photos of them at some point. A couple other things happened on the 4th day, my dark day. At this point in my trip, things are going really well. I'm meeting people, I'm having a great time. All of these people I'm meeting seem to be saying, you're only staying for a week. So impulsively on the 4th night, I decide to extend my trip from 1 week in Amsterdam to almost 2 weeks, technically 12 days. But then the next day I got some not so exciting news, and that is that my grandpa has been admitted to the hospital after falling over, and It's not in very good condition. I was kind of grappling with this throughout day 4 and day 5, and it became a bit of an extended dark day, and I was processing because I've had now my mom pass away, my mom's mom pass away, and my mom's dad on his deathbed in the space of like 3 years. It's a lot to process, and I don't mean to bring the mood down in this video, I just mean to temper the story with a little bit of drama. Problem number 2 comes a couple days later. See, remember how I decided to rebook my trip and extend it? Well, I booked another Airbnb when I did that, but it turns out I didn't include every night. I was a little impulsive and it was late at night. I think it was about 2 in the morning when I decided to extend my trip, so I accidentally left myself homeless for a night in Amsterdam as well. Oh boy, trouble in paradise.
Only way out is in. Allow me to be your guide on this journey into your inner self. Together, we will discover the chambers of your subconsciousness to the deepest levels of your mind.
Pat joined me in Amsterdam. Pat also happened to book a trip around the same time to Europe that I did, and in fact, I might have stolen the idea for Amsterdam a little bit. But his trip involved Germany and a train, and then eventually Amsterdam. And the same day he arrives in Amsterdam, Alexander from that same photo shoot invited me to an open mic night back at Supermercator, which is where we shot the photo shoot, and also Alexander will be there, and also everyone else I've met so far will be there. The open mic night is kind of central to the trip evolution, and part of the reason I extended, because otherwise I would have been leaving the next day and I probably wouldn't want to go to an open mic night anyway. Open mic night is the big climax of this story, okay? So place feels like your bedroom and a pub at the same time. Yeah, that's a pretty good description, actually, me. The Supermercator is definitely something special. Kind of like some kind of fairy tale thrift shop with like a full kitchen and a bar and a bathroom. It can be anything, and it is anything. They transform the space on a daily basis. They use it for the shop to sell things. Sometimes they use it for open mic nights, like you're about to see. All around, it's just a really cool place to be. Without further ado, the open mic night. I just wanted to draw your attention to how fantastic this place is, actually. Go check it out if you're in Amsterdam. Of the music, and then you burst out in song, like that's, you've got me. morning. It's day 10 in Amsterdam, and it's very early in the morning. You know what that means. Time for some sunrise photography. I do kind of want to catch you up. Had a bit of a weird 2 days. See, I checked out of my first Airbnb June 29th, but accidentally didn't book my second one until the 30th. So that meant I had one night where I didn't have a place to stay. I had a couple options. Alexandra somehow offered me to stay at her place, but it ended up not working out. That's all right. So what I did was I just went to Pat's hotel, and there happened to be one room at his hotel free. So I just went and impulse booked that, and it worked out. It's a pretty nice room, apart from the fact that it was 3 singles. I just pushed 2 of the beds together, and the third one was exclusively for my clothing. So yeah, I crashed in a hotel for one night. In between the hotel and the second Airbnb, I went ahead and got a bike, and I had to then take my luggage I had left in the lobby of the hotel, strap it to the bike, and bike that across Amsterdam. Yeah, that took a while and was annoying, and I dropped the luggage a few times. Yeah, I didn't really shoot so much, so here I am catching you up. And more excitingly, it's 5:34 in the morning, so the sun is about to rise, and I am in totally the wrong place. Shoot. I got walking. All right, I found my way over here. Sun is poking through there. I also really like the radio tower silhouetted on the horizon and stuff. Probably can't see it right now. You'll see it in the photos. Every single time I'm like, I don't want to get up at 5 in the morning. And then I'm up at 5 in the morning. And my brain is just like, how dare you not check your photo app? And I check it, and it's like, did you know the sun is lining up perfectly with this parallel? And if you're not there, you'll die. Fine, I'll be there. A little too obscured here, honestly. Can I see straight through anywhere? Ooh, kind of a nice gap over there. And I like this whole area, but it's like too wide for my lens right now. Yeah, no, I gotta switch lenses. I gotta switch. That's what's happening here. I've got this narrow lens, and for some reason I'm telling myself I can't switch, but of course I can switch. This is blueberry flavored white iced tea. Yum. Okay, what have I got? I've got I think the 35 will do just nicely. Okay, let's try this angle now with the 35. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, that was a pretty great set of photos. I think just in this morning, I've taken like at least 20 like awesome shots. Like, so, good idea getting out of bed, but I am starving and thirsty, and that's it for the photography adventure this morning. Hope you enjoyed it. Not bad. I didn't think I was gonna get up at 5 a.m. Nailed it. So what did I discover in Amsterdam after all? Near the end, I was staying in the east, and here's some clips of the east of Amsterdam, but near the end of my trip I was pretty tired and I didn't film as much, and I just spent time hanging out with all the wonderful friends I met during the trip. Speaking of the wonderful friends I met during the trip, I said at the beginning of this video that there would be a theme and some self-discovery, and that's what it was. At home I spend a lot of time kind of trapped in my bubble, and I don't see the importance of community enough. I guess going to Amsterdam I was expecting to spend time with myself, taking photos and relaxing, but I ended up spending all of my time with others, and yet it was refreshing anyway. There's this kind of fallacy that people believe in, is like you're introverted or you're extroverted, and I'm a little of both. I broke down some walls in Amsterdam, I spent some time with people, I had a lot of fun, and most importantly I think I learned that community is a big important thing no matter where you are, and I'm trying to take that message with me back home, and since then it's been a couple months since I was in Amsterdam. I've already had more interesting interactions with people back home, and I don't know, I guess it's a little hard to put a threshold on where I made the mental shift, but what I got out of the experience, I was very impressed by Amsterdam. Everybody there that I met was so friendly. It was a gorgeous city. It was built for humans in a way that my city at home isn't, unfortunately. And those thoughts coupled with just constantly hanging out with people and just enjoying myself, it was a great time. It was a great time. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video if you made it. I am very happy that you watched all the way through. This is a little longer than my normal vlogs, I'm aware, and I guess there was just more that happened, and I really wanted to spend time capturing my journey, and this is what I ended up with. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching, and subscribe for more.